With multiple play-to-earn projects coming out, how will the Gamesta team decide which games and assets to incorporate into their guilds?
So we're constantly monitoring the market and the space, and we understand which games that have huge upside potential. We want to invest in some of those games early on. Shout out to Soul Chicks and their amazing team. So we do deploy capital in those projects that we see fit our investment thesis, basically. But for the guild side, we want to have a balanced portfolio of games for our guild ops. And then we also want to have some overlap, right? Between, so for example, if a player plays Axie Infinity, let's see what other games they're also willing to play, and see if there's some overlap. Because if they play Axie Infinity for 3 hours, maybe they can play another game for the rest of the 3 hours, and then kind of overlaps. We still have the same relationship, but it all is run from the same guild. So it's a win-win situation for everyone.
Some play-to-earn games have high upfront costs. How will Gamesta help underprivileged people participate if they can't afford the starting costs?
So that's the beautiful thing about a guild is you're allowing scholars and players essentially access to these expensive assets that the guild has purchased. So it's a win-win situation. Somebody's utilizing our assets and they're making money off of it, and including us. And it's a common win-win situation for both of us. And I don't want to just say, there's a financial relationship, but the Gamesta Guild is more than that, right? It's providing a support system, a network, a family for a home for these players to come and utilize our assets and benefit all together. So we'll also be providing training and content to the scholars, and which will also be beneficial for them. They'll be able to play more, play better, retain more earnings, which is better for both of us, right? It's a win-win situation.
Unlike other projects, Gamesta already has a successful guild operating in Indonesia. How well is that guild doing? What are your plans to expand the project to other countries?
Sure. We have big plans, very big plans, and we've barely started. We have about 100 people in Indonesia playing and utilizing our assets for the Gamesta Guild, and we obviously want to expand to other countries, but let's start off with Indonesia, 4th largest populated country in the world. I mean, there's a huge market, one of the strongest social media users in the world, and massive growth in the internet economy. So we do want to focus on Indonesia, but of course we want to expand and compete with some of the scholars and players in, for example, the Philippines. But I think Asia's the spot, so we'll continue our focus on that.